Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the shop and the YouTube channel with possibly the worst luck of anyone on YouTube. And welcome to my 2000 Honda Insight Hybrid, which has been recently completed and even more recently become a little less completed. So this is my 2000 Honda Insight manual trans hybrid. For those of you who are reasonably new to the channel, I think I've had this thing for about 2 years now. Pulled it out of the weeds. Got it running again. It had a smashed door, found a red one that was a replacement and put a Supreme logo on it as a joke. Recently, we undertook the project of taking a bunch of lithium cells and converting the battery pack to this. I got that done on Thursday. Video went live Friday morning, and then Friday afternoon, I was going to get some sushi and got rear-ended by a Honda CR-V. I was stationary, they were going about 40. So, police report and stuff's been filed. As far as I go, I'm on all kinds of painkillers and muscle relaxers right now. So if I am talking a little weird, that is why. I just want to go back to sleep. But I thought I should make a video, especially considering CPM is really high in December. Isn't that just depressing? So yeah, rear-ended, airbags didn't go off. I don't have any broken bones or anything, but everything hurts. Especially the fact that I got less than 24 hours of use out of the lithium swap on my car. So let's just take a look around here. You can see some of the crash bar sticking out there. What can we see? Oh, wow, the crash bar has actually snapped. You can kind of see a jagged edge in there. Okay, flashlight time. Oh. Okay, looks like the crash bar tore. It's very hard to see, but it looks like it tore its own mounts off of the rest of the unibody and then snapped in half. There's the other half of it. Wow, that did take quite a hit. Oof. Yeah, all that inner structure kind of hammered in. I'm not entirely sure what the rest of this is supposed to look like in here. So beyond that, of course, the hatch bent quite severely. Obviously it does not line up. I do have another hatch. They're replacing these is a massive undertaking. Most of the interior has to come out because of how the wiring harness is. It does not open, so I would probably have to yank the bumper cover off of here and try and cut some things to get that open. Over here, you can see the bumper's misaligned. There's, interestingly enough, no buckling that I can really see on either of the quarters. This bumper mounting structure got pushed into the tire a little bit. The car does still run and drive straight. I do actually have new tires. You can see these are quite rough. What are these? Bridgestone Insignia. That's not really what's supposed to be on here anyway, but yeah, these are 10 years old, I think. I actually have new tires for this car. I was going to get them put on today, actually, or yesterday. But yeah, that's pretty badly bent, but also don't really see any quarter damage here, though. The way that both taillights have been pulled inward, I don't know if this is fixable or not. Because this is aluminum, and a lot of these parts, like this spoiler here, you can't find this, and it's broken. These can't be bought anywhere. I have a hatch, and I think I have a bumper cover, but how much of this car, like, you know, one of the skirts, which I can't show too easily, one of the skirts has been destroyed. You're not finding those hardly anywhere. So, yeah. Since it is the weekend, I haven't actually heard back from the insurance company. The person who hit me has the same insurance company that I do, so that's not great, because that means that they're going to be very unmotivated to help me out. I feel like this is most likely going to be totaled simply because, like I said, the rarity of the parts involved and the fact that this is an entirely aluminum chassis, which what appears to be actual structure damaged. I don't think any shop's even going to want to touch it, much less actually repair it properly. And this is not the kind of job that I want to. This is not the sort of thing that I ever want to do. I'm not here to fix crash damage. So this might be a case of keeping the car and letting it be converted to a salvage title, and then taking the tasty bits out of it to put them in another one. I've had a difficult time finding comps. These cars have gotten a lot rarer lately. I mean, even this one before the wreck, even with the mismatched door and the slightly ratty interior, still in better condition than 99% of the ones that I see for sale, which are often like, for a stick, people are asking, you know, $8,000 and say that the hybrid battery is getting weak, and this has a fresh hybrid battery. So hopefully I can find something to replace this with, because I really did like this car ever since pulling it out of a field. And my gosh, what all have we done on this thing? Fuel pump and sending unit a couple times, plugs, all the sensors, coils, O2 sensors several times, fixing the exhaust, the radio and subwoofers and a short shifter and the aluminum under tray. I'll definitely want my aluminum under tray back off of here. And you know, road trips. So I'll have to keep my eye out for another one of these, because I don't know. None of this looks great. I can kind of see. I wonder if that's part of the latch. I can just unbolt the latch and get this out, potentially. But I love the plate frame. My buddy Jay, who has one of these, also has a Ferrari 360, and he just put that plate frame on there when I wasn't looking. One thing interesting with the side skirt, so unceremoniously removed, you can see how much narrower the rear track is from the front. The car just kind of gets wider and wider towards the front, which makes it extremely difficult to back up, because, you know, you kind of look at things relative to the side of the car, but if you do that, you're about 15 degrees off axis, which is pretty amusing. I haven't heard from insurance yet, and the other thing that's really annoying about this is Kansas is what's called a no-fault state. So for medical things like the doctors that I saw immediately after, that comes off of my insurance and not the person who hit me, though anything car-related comes off of theirs still. I fail to see what sort of justification there was for setting things up that way, but it probably means I'll be seeing a premium increase here next year. This is factory tinted. That's kind of neat. My poor manual lead Strix decal. What an absolute bastard that was to put on. So yeah, there's a decent look at what 40-mile-an-hour rear-end collision does to a 1,700-pound aluminum economy car. I think I mean, honestly, it held up rather well. I mean, I still got all of the neck and back pain from getting flung around, but, you know, I don't think I can talk too much about it, given the unknown status of everything. Yeah, that whole back wall is just pushed right in. I have some friends at a body shop. I'll have to ask about this and see if get their opinion on some things, but this is most likely just going to end up getting stripped for useful parts and then I don't know, I'll probably give it back to my buddy I bought it from because he doesn't care much about this sort of thing. Anyway, sorry for the bummer video today. And I guess we're gonna have to wait a little while to really see any results from this lithium swap project, so I'll need to find another. If anyone has a manual Insight with a bad IMA pack for sale, hit me up. Ideally, I'd like blue or citrus green, but you know, silver or red, whatever. I just like these cars. I'd love to continue to have one. I was really looking forward to driving this thing a bit more. It's amazing what Honda managed to accomplish in 2000. This is like first generation electronic steering, and it still has more feel than the new Supra. Spoiler for an upcoming video. Yeah, I guess that bit that I said in the last video was pretty prophetic, wasn't it? And here's how quickly we regen. That is impressive. Wow, I might get rear-ended doing that. Okay. I mean, I wasn't regen braking, I was stationary, but still. Thanks for watching.